Hey you guys, it's Leslie with Fat Cat Flossing, back for episode 52, I think. Today is Friday. I think it's September 21st. I couldn't absolutely swear to that. I do know it's 2018. Welcome to the zoo. You can hear Beanie yelling her head off for a boyfriend. You'll probably hear the dogs fussing because it's raining outside and I've got them sitting over there on the couch. But anyway, welcome back to the crazy. My house has been like an episode of I Love Lucy this week. And you can call me Lucille Ball. It's been crazy. It hasn't been anything terrible or catastrophic. It's just been one little bit of cluster after another. For instance, I no longer work from home because I'm retired now, but I have a nice computer set up from when I used to work from home managing Steve's business. And I've got my desktop and 2 monitors and my wireless keyboard and everything. Well, I got up Saturday morning and I had folks come in to look at kittens. So I went in the office to print kitty contracts. Hi, baby. One of my kitties is here to say hi. And found that somebody had barfed a hairball literally from one end of my desk to the other, all the way across my wireless keyboard, effectively rendering my computer not usable because kitty barf's a little sticky and yeah, that keyboard has, it's gone to keyboard heaven. Don't chew that, please. So if I can't do it with a mouse on my computer, it's not getting done on the computer, and I hate typing on the screen on the iPhone or iPad. It's too little, it's hard to see, I don't want to do it. Anyway, so they took out the computer on Saturday, and Wednesday I was stitching on Lady of the Flag, which I'll update you on in a minute, and walked away to the kitchen to refill my glass of water. I'm sorry, Velvia is rolling around here on the table and knocking everything around. Anyway, left the kitchen for, the couch for like, I don't know, 60 seconds to go refill my water, and came back, and Fudge, one of our Shih Tzus, who I swear to God was dropped on his head as a puppy, loves to chew, and he had taken my highlighter and chewed it to a fairly well. I'm lucky he didn't get it on the stitching, but he also was chewing on a paper towel that I had left laying about. And I might have felt guilty about beating him for it, except I could see that the whole paper towel, which I pulled out of his mouth, was highlighter yellow. So work on Lady of the Flag has come to a halt because I can't highlight where I am on the pattern. But anyway, neither here nor there. And then, oh boy, this morning, well, before I tell you this story, let me show you what I've got. I actually FFO'd Harvest Moon. It's not perfectly straight, but you know, it's close enough for me. Y'all, this frame, this is one of those frames I got at the resale place called Wasted in Fort Smith, and it's a wonderful frame. It's really pretty, kind of a tarnished silver color, and I really liked that it had this inner frame. It's a little bit more of the linen showing around here than what I ideally wanted, but hey, it was, 12 bucks. So I pinned this morning, and y'all, let me tell you, I want to live next to Teresa Vinette and tell her that I'll pack her orders and iron her linen if she'll pin my stitching for me. She did another one of her hangout videos last weekend. And she was pinning stuff. In an hour and a half, she pinned, I think, 4 or 5 different projects. All of them perfect. Yeah, no, not me. Yeah, and this one was particularly difficult because it's very long, and it's just wide enough that I couldn't span it enough with my hand to hold both sides of it when I was trying to, stretch it evenly. But anyway, it's done. Close enough for me. I've got it ghettoed on the back here, which is some packing tape, which brings me to the second episode of I Love Lucy. I went out, I didn't have any, this was the rabbit in this frame is very, very shallow. And I mean, like the glass fits in it, and even, you know, without stitching, just like the mat took up all the room in the rabbit, which is why this is sticking out so far here. But my staple gun is, and I don't have a point gun, but my staple gun, there was no way. It was not, the staples I have are not long enough to catch that. So I thought, okay, well, I'll put some packing tape to hold it on there. And eventually I'll put the hanger on and put the brown paper over it. But the brown paper is somewhere in my closet in the craft room, and frankly, I just didn't have the intestinal fortitude today to go find it. But, so I needed the packing tape. Well, I knew the packing tape was in the garage. You know how packing tape, it's on that little round doo-woppy, so you can roll it off and rip it? Well, I reached up on the shelf to pick up the roll of packing tape and picked it up, and there was a spider in it. Now, to say that I am arachnophobic is like saying that the desert's a little dry or the Atlantic Ocean's a little wet. I am scared poopless of spiders. I realize it's irrational. This was not a, you know, I was in the ER nurse for a long time. I can recognize a brown recluse or black widow or, you know, the few poisonous spiders we have in North America. And this was just your garden variety wolf spider. But I threw the tape across the garage, shrieking, threw the tape across the garage, which the good news was it dislodged the spider. The bad news was I had to get down on my hands and knees and crawl around under my car to find the tape. I hope the spider has gone to spider hell, frankly, because as far as I'm concerned, and again, I know the definition of phobia is irrational fear, but intellectually I know it, but I don't care. But I did get the packing tape. I did tape the back on the thing. This is another episode of I Love Lucy. I'm sure that the neighbors are all going, what's that weird lady shrieking about over there? I can hear the dogs going, arr, because they don't know why Mama's out in the garage yelling. Anyway, spider's gone, I hope. It's almost the first of the quarter, so it's time for the exterminator to come back, yay! But anyway, I'm very happy that Harvest Moon is in its frame. Again, not perfect, not super, super well stretched, but I like it. I'm gonna put the hangers on it after this and hang it up. And it was a little hard, that long, narrow piece was hard for me to do. I've had both shoulders repaired, and holding my arms up for any length of time is difficult. They hurt. And so that one was kind of a challenge, but hey, it's done. So that's my FFO. I finally have one after who knows how long. I do have another almost finish. So I hope y'all got a good laugh from picturing the fat woman shrieking about the spider doing a dance and then crawling around to find the tape. This is Fran and Frankie from Crafty Like a Fox on Etsy. And if I can figure out how to link stuff from my iPhone or iPad, I'll put the links down below in the show notes. It may have to wait till I get a new keyboard. And that's not gonna happen until payday on the 5th. Anyway, I finished all of the charted stitching, and I think it came out really, really cute. This is an anniversary gift, and I'm sorry for the light, y'all. It's overcast and raining, which actually I think is wonderful because I think fall is here. But I think it came out very, very cute. I did change the colors of the dress and the bow tie. This is an anniversary gift for our friends, Brian and Jessica. They'll have been married 5 years on the 26th, and they had a Halloween 26th of October. They had a Halloween themed wedding, and Jessica's dress was orange, which is her favorite color. So that's why I changed those colors in that. But I think it came out real cute. I have to get online. Again, need the keyboard. But I need to look up some free fonts so I can put their names and the date of their wedding on there. And then that'll be done. And I think I have a frame that'll fit it. We'll see. And hopefully that one will be easier for me to stretch and get ready to mail to them. From my lips to God's ear, right? What are the odds? Okay. I worked several days this week, 3 I think, on Lady of the Flag. And this is the first thing. I guess I should show the pattern, huh? There she is, Lady of the Flag. This is the first thing I have worked on a frame since, I don't know, 1997, 1998, something like that. I had another mirror on this that I had started, and somewhere in all the moves over the last 20 years had lost the pattern, and I took that off and gave it away. But I figured since it was so big and it's got beads on it, I would try it on a frame again. And I have to tell you, I just like stitching in hand. I'm excited about getting this done. I want to get it worked on. I want to get it done. But I'm not in love with the frame. And it's not the frame's fault. It's a nice frame. I just like stitching in hand. But I got, I think this over here done, some more of that. And I'm doing the, oops, sorry, my thread's in the way. Doing the 1/1 on the skin. And I don't like doing the 1/1 on the skin, but I think it looks so much better. So what I'm doing is when I sit down to stitch on it, I take one length of the skin, whatever thread color that is, and do one thread's length of 1/1, which is quite a few stitches. That's on a 30 count linen, one of the printed linens from, I think it's the Primitive Hair, I think. Anyway, and it's just done with the DMC, it's the blue conversion. And I started that as a SAL on 9/11 with Christine of Stitch All the Things and Jackie from Cross My Stitches. I think they're probably ahead of me, but c'est la vie. It's gonna take me a long time to get done with that, y'all, because the frame makes my shoulders hurt the way I have to hold it. So, you know, I don't get a whole lot accomplished, but I do plan to work on it, you know, 2, 3, 4 days a week, whatever I get done. And it'll just get done when it gets done. Somebody had asked me in a comment on my last FlossTube whether I would sell them the pattern. I'm not going to sell the pattern. If I decide that I'm going to let it go, then I will give it to somebody, and somebody's already asked, and I've told them that yes, if I let it go, I will give it to them. With the understanding that when they're done with it, they will pass it along and that it won't be sold. Because it was, you know, a commemorative piece, and it was a fundraising piece, and I'm not in favor of lining somebody's pocket with it. I think, you know, if there are funds to be raised, they should go where Nora intended them to go, and not into somebody's pocket. But anyway, if I do decide when I'm done with it 5 years from now to let it go, then I will be passing it along, you know, passing the stash. Excuse me. Teresa, see the glass with the lid? This is what you do when you have cats. I bought a bunch of these glasses, I don't know, 5, 6, 8 years ago, and I love them because I'm a little clumsy and spill prone anyway. But we used to have a cat named Carrie, and he was my first show barman. And Carrie's name was Harry Carey, his registered name. And Carrie's favorite thing in the whole wide world was to knock things over. You could just watch him. You'd sit something down on the counter, and he'd be... And there was nothing he liked better than knocking over a glass of water. So, glasses with lids. Because I always have water by my bed at night, and that was one of his favorite things, was to dump it on my head. So, glasses with lids. Anyway, another aside. I got lots of rabbit trails today, don't I? Anyway, that's my progress on Lady of the Flag. And I'm fairly happy with that for basically working on it for a week. Yeah, I'll get it done when it gets done. Okay, what else? The next thing I worked on was Mademoiselle Rose from Jardin Privé. And this pattern was gifted to me, a pass the stash from Michelle of Bendy Stitchy. And, you know, when I'm done with it, I'll be passing it along also. But again, that's probably going to be a while. But I did get a little bit done on Rose. I started her, she was a mania start for me. And I had, I think, 3 rows of the dark pink of her tutu done. So this week I have gotten all the white done in her skirt and brought the tutu down several more rows. And she's done 2/2 on a 28 cashel linen. The name of the linen was Lavender Mist. I think it's a Zweigart linen. I can't talk today. But I have had this linen. The sticker on it was from a place called, shoot, can't remember the name of it now. It was a little shop in Victoria. So it had to be from 1993, 94, maybe 95 at the latest, because that place has been gone a long time. Stitch Haven, that was the name of it. But anyway, I don't know if they still make it, but it is called Lavender Mist, and it's a 28 count cashel. And I really think she's pretty. And I had the obligatory little bit of progress on 'Tis the Season from Blackbird Designs. This is a stitch along that Lynette from Homesteading on the Homefront is hosting, and everybody and their dog and their dog's cat is doing this one. And I don't blame them, because it is a gorgeous pattern. I love it, but I'm seeing so many pretty versions of it, and so many people are getting a finish, and I'm nowhere near a finish. But that's okay. You know, it's Christmas. It's a Christmas piece, and it's a wild of Christmas. This is a 36 count vintage tarnished silver. I think it's a Lakeside linen, but I couldn't swear to that. And it's done in my own conversion of DMC and Victorian motto. And I'm sorry, the light is just terrible today. But I did get a little bit more done on my bird, and I started these kind of goldish colored leaves. And really, they're the only one that I've had of the leaves that really has shown any variegation so far. So I'm happy that that's showing some variegation. And there is variegation in the Cardinal. Not that you can see it in the terrible light. And the Cardinal is done in Scarlet Orange from Victorian Motto. One thing that I'm doing different from the pattern is where there are the little motifs in the bird, I have gone ahead and filled those in with white, just DMC, I think it's B5200, to make them show up a little more, because the first couple I did, you couldn't see them. I mean, you know, the color of the linen was really not coming through. So I fill those in with white to make them pop a little bit more. And hopefully I'll get started on those snowflakes before long. I'm not a huge fan of stitching with white. It's boring, it never lays right, but I'll get it done. And I am debating on the white whether instead of stitching 1/2, like I've done the rest of it, I may do the white 2/2 to make it show up more, because that's my issue with white a lot of times too, is it doesn't really show up well. And then my last whip, and I worked on this one yesterday because I just, yeah, want to do something a little different. This is Happy Heart from Shepherd's Bush. And I think this was also a Mania start. I think it's all run together for now. I don't remember for sure, but I didn't have much accomplished on it. I had gotten the bee skep done and the word happy, and it would show it better if that light wasn't coming through, huh? But yesterday I did the flag and the word heart, and then eep a. So I just need to add the K over here, and then I can hopefully get the rest done before too long. I love Shepherd's Bush patterns. This is either an 18 or a 20 count linen. I don't remember for sure. And it's all done in the called for colors, which I think are mostly Gentle Arts, but I couldn't swear to that anymore. But I think it's going to be very cute. My goal on that one is to be done by next 4th of July. I might make it. I might not. You never know. Okay, that's all I worked on this week. I don't feel like I accomplished a whole lot. It was kind of one of those weeks that I just, you know, looked up and it was 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon every day. And then I looked up and it was Thursday. Just, it zipped by and it didn't seem like I accomplished much. I don't have any new starts. My only haul came from, where did this come from? Hobby Lobby, and it's fabric. I went in because I needed more of one of the blues for Lady of the Flag. I'd only gotten 2 and it called for 4. So I went to get, you know, the 56-cent skein, 2 of the 56-cent skeins of DMC. And I came out with a bag full of fabric. I am consistent, you gotta give me that. But they had this, and I just thought it was adorable. It's just one of those pre-printed fabric panels. But it's so cute, the reindeer and the snowman and the bunnies. So I thought that was really cute. It's got the little cardinal there at the top sitting on his horns. I'm sorry, y'all, my eyes are itching like crazy today. So I got that panel, and I'm just gonna make a wall hanging like I can put on the coat closet door in my foyer over there. Or foyer, if you're fancy. I'm not fancy. But it's got those cardinals on it, and I thought this fabric was really cute. Cats. Anyway, so I'm gonna back it with this. Cardinals. And other cardinals and chickadees, I think. And it just says winter and peace and joy, and I thought that was pretty. And I've got some extra, because of course I'll need a project bag out of it. And then there was this pretty fabric with the winter scenes on it. So I needed a little bit of that. And then I got just a pretty green and a pretty red to use to trim out the project bags with those. Now, if you like one of those fabrics for a project bag, excuse me while I bend over and get this, then you can let me know when you enter for the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Because yay, I rolled over 1,500, yay me. I did my first video, I think around December 1st last year, so a little bit less than a year. And I know that compared to a lot of folks, that's not a lot of subscribers, but I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I appreciate every one of you that comes to watch and subscribes and leaves comments. And, you know, I don't have anybody near me that stitches, that is close to me, that I can talk about stitching with. And I so appreciate the sense of community that I get from everybody interacting back and forth with me on the videos. And I have not been real good about commenting this week because, you know, no computer keyboard. But I do appreciate all of y'all. I watch so many of you, and FlossTube is a wonderful community. I wish that we could sit down and just chat and stitch around the table, but I'll settle for this if this is what I can get. So thanks, y'all. But that brings us to the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to do a project bag of your choice, and I've got some Halloween fabrics, I've got fall fabrics, I've got Christmas fabrics, I've got regular fabrics. Y'all can look back through my Instagram if you're the winner and you see the one that you want, and I'll make it to your specifications on that. Another part of the giveaway is this. This is a, I don't know. I haven't used it in 20 years. And I don't know, whoops. I don't know if this is a Q-Snap brand or a Hobby Lobby brand, or I haven't looked at it closely enough to see if there's anything actually like branded on it. I don't see anything. But it is a fully functional Q-Snap type frame. So that's also part of the giveaway. And then I have a pattern I've now liked enough to buy 3 times from Blackbird Designs, Summer's Last Rose. And there'll be a fat quarter of Picture This Plus fabric. I get a 28 count, I think it's Lugana, every month from my Fabric of the Month Club, and I'll be including one of those. And then there'll be probably 10 yards of some silk from Silks For You, and some various and sundry other little goodies that whatever I can find to put in your giveaway package. But what I want you to do to enter the giveaway is comment on this video, and we will leave this open until on or about October 12th, which is I think 3 weeks from today. Comment on this video and tell me, do you stitch in hand? Do you use a frame? Do you use a hoop? What do you do? And then on or about October 12th, when I do that video, we'll do the random comment picker and choose somebody as the winner of the giveaway. I'll ship it to anywhere in the world. You need to be 18 years or older, so it's kosher for you to give me your address to mail it to you or have your parents' permission. Don't say giveaway. It's not sponsored by anybody else. It's stuff from me. Just the usual stuff. Tell me, stitch in a frame, a hoop, in hand. How do you do it? I think that's all I have. I have watched one new FlossTuber today, or this week, and I can't remember her first name. She's Australian. Her channel name, I think, is Stitch by Stitch Recovery. She's a lovely young lady down in Australia who is unfortunately suffering from leukemia, and she's getting treatment for that. But she's very entertaining to listen to, and she does some beautiful stitching. So y'all go give her a look and a listen and show her some love. And I will try, if I can figure out how to do it from my phone or iPad, to link her in the show notes also. Is that it? Oh, I do have one other little bit of haul that is on its way. On either Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember which day, Linda Jo, Pretty Southern, posted on Instagram some pictures of some Blackbird Designs patterns, saying they were at some quilt shop in Oregon, and she gave the phone number and call. They had them at the original, prices, not unicorn prices. And one of them was one I had really been wanting, and which I can't remember the name of right now. And the other one was one of the loose feathers patterns from, I don't know, 10 or more years ago, I think. But it was the summer, autumn, winter. I don't know why there wasn't a spring one. But the one I wanted was summer, the ones with the strawberries. And so I called and ordered those, and it was hilarious, y'all. I called, and she said, "Oh, you're the first caller." She just put that up. And I said, "Well, this is what I want." And I'm giving her my credit card number so I can get that. And in the background, I hear, ring, ring, ring. I have to put you on hold. Ring, ring. Just a minute. Ring. Linda Jo created quite the flurry for that little quilt shop in Oregon with her post, and I bet they sold out of those things in nanoseconds flat. But anyway, I do have a little bit of haul coming probably next week. But that's all I've got. I'm at 28 minutes, so I'm going to sign off so I can get this uploaded before the cows come home. I hope you guys are having have had a wonderful week. I hope you're planning a wonderful stitchy weekend. It's football season. It's going to be rainy here all weekend. I plan to sit my Phat Tookus on the couch and stitch while my hubby watches football. I hope y'all have just as much of a wonderful weekend and a great and lovely time. I'll talk to y'all soon, you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.